Hi guys, it's Dave in real life and welcome to today's daily episode, and today we are looking at the Judgment Day. Yes, the Judgment Day is now obviously from the past Monday and Tuesday night. Monday Night Raw and NXT totally dominated by this fantastic faction, and arguably now the only decent faction left in WWE now that the bloodline has imploded. So we did have this int at the start of this week with Judgment Day also looking like the cracks were starting to show, obviously with Damian Priest costing Finn Balor at Money in the Bank and threatening to cash in his briefcase. Obviously, this was kind of played out on Monday Night Raw as well, as we had Rhea trying to resolve the situation, but it was all a ruse. They all came together in the end to defeat Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in the Monday Night's main event, which literally Judgment Day dominated Monday Night Raw this week, which it prompted me making this video really. And also they went on to NXT as well and pretty much dominated that show. So we are going to look at each individual member of Judgment Day and see why they have been so successful. And we're going to start off with Dominic Mysterio. Yes, little Dom. His rise in stock in WWE, particularly since his performance as Little Dom when he was a part of the I'm Your Pappy storyline with Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. Obviously, he's grown up a lot since then, and he was brought back into WWE by his dad as a contract insurance, as that it was stated in his contract that he wanted to train up Dominic and bring him into a storyline with himself, which saw them become tag team champions. Since then, obviously, Dominic started to show ways of the dark side, started joining forces with Judgment Day, even spent a limited time in prison, which totally changed his character. But imagine 15 minutes in prison doing that to a normal person. How many times did Dominic drop the soap? But anyway, this has literally benefited him going forward and has earned him quite the heel status on every show that he goes on, because basically the fans love to boo Dominic, and that's why he's been so successful and being pushed into these storylines, is because the fans really don't like him. But I don't even think it's really that. I think they just love to boo him, to be quite honest with you. I think it's got to that stage that it's that people are genuinely against him. They just love booing him, and his reaction is golden every time. Even Rhea Ripley's reaction is golden. So I feel that that's the reason why they do it even more. But he has got a match now with Wesley for the North American title, which will be next week's NXT episode. So he is finding himself in these really big positions, which means that Dominic is the future of WWE, whether you like it or not. And he's playing homage to Eddie Guerrero, which people are hating, but it is actually cool in another way, keeping that heel Eddie Guerrero pretty much alive in wrestling is very important as well. So really think that he's an important, integral part of this group. And we move on to his mammy, our mammy, and that is Rhea Ripley, the female world champion. She's been out injured for a while, that's why she hasn't been competing as much. But her sole presence at ringside and in the corner of Dominic has been absolutely fantastic. She's really helped Dominic character grow, as well as her own character grow. I mean, really love what she's been doing recently. We are going to do a video on possible opponents for her, probably to take that title away from her as well, in tomorrow's 5 o'clock video. So make sure that you look out for that. But yeah, Rhea Ripley, she is tearing it up, and yeah, I can see her reign as champion being quite a long one. But yeah, she is like the proper enforcer of this group as well, and very much like China was for DX. In fact, she's slotted into that role absolutely perfect. There's no denying that. And yeah, like Dominic is the Eddie Guerrero, she is the China, so we're getting a lot of Latino heat, baby. Yeah, this is really cool. Then we go to Senor Money in the Bank. Yeah, even though we all wanted LA Knight to win this, it went to the Judgment Day member, Damian Priest, who's been fantastic actually since he joined the Judgment Day. I felt like he was going to be out in the wilderness before then. They just didn't really know what to do with him on the main roster after he'd been quite successful in NXT. But yeah, now that he's joined Judgment Day thanks to Edge, before he got hoisted out obviously by Finn Balor, who we will talk about in a minute. But yeah, I think Damian Priest is definitely, I know he's in his 40s, he's in his prime, he's in prime position to become a main eventer on Monday Night Raw. He looked great against Seth in a recent title match, and also managed to make Bad Bunny look like a really good wrestler, which I know is an hard thing to do. But yeah, he's been a great addition to Monday Night Raw, and he has made this Judgment Day faction a very prominent part of Monday Night Raw as well. And then we talk about the leader of Judgment Day, and pretty much the linchpin of this entire group, and that is Finn Balor. Yeah, obviously the storyline, what we've been given so far, is that he's really after Seth. He has got unfinished business with Seth after the Universal title, I mean, from SummerSlam. I can't remember what year. But yeah, he's got unfinished business with that. He wants to become world champion. Obviously, you've got the threat of Damian Priest having that briefcase, but you've got to remember that Damian Priest is in a prime position as well. He doesn't have to go for Finn Balor's title. He can go for any other title he wants. He can go for that NXT title. He could go for the undisputed title, which Roman Reigns has got. The doorway is open for him to cash in whenever he wants. So yeah, I feel like they could move that story either which way they want to go, really. But yeah, back to Finn. Obviously, we know that he's got a darker side to him, that he can pull on the demon anytime he wants, which makes him a future world champion. With that being said, obviously going forward, he will be the one to challenge Seth Rollins for that World Heavyweight Championship, with that little threat then, of course, with Damian Priest with the briefcase, which is still intriguing. I mean, they're on the same page for now, as we saw on Monday Night Raw and NXT, but yeah, it doesn't mean they're going to be on the same page for forever. I can see this causing a problem if Finn does get the job done and takes that world title away from Seth Rollins. If he doesn't get the job done, then at least then we'll have Damian Priest to pick up the pieces and cash in, which I don't know if that's going to be a bad thing. I mean, sure, it's going to be a great thing for Damian Priest and Judgment Day. No matter what, they're going to have a world champion in their midst, which is always a good thing. Oh, I can imagine if Dominic actually beat Wesley on NXT next week and becomes the North American champion. Yes, holding all the gold on a couple of brands would be quite unique and very interesting. And I think NXT is a good little training ground for Dominic. A lot of people wanted him to be in NXT from the beginning. And obviously he needs to bulk up according to certain people. Wrestling Days, I'm not talking about you. I am talking about you. But yeah, I do actually agree he does need to bulk up a little bit, but I am loving the Dominic storyline as well. I'm loving everything about Judgment Day, if I'm being brutally honest. This has been one of the better factions in WWE for a while now, and really harks back to them like APA, like Undertaker faction that was the Dark Order or Ministry I don't know what the name was. I think it's the Ministry, wasn't it? And obviously DX. And obviously now that the bloodline is imploded and pretty much done with, we needed this new faction to take its place and become a prominent part of WWE, and that's what they're doing. I'm absolutely loving it. Let me know what you think of Judgment Day in the comment section below. And who do you like? Which member of Judgment Day do you look forward to seeing the most? And I know one person, Ever Right, who will be who definitely loves Finn Balor, and then obviously our very own Sam, who is infatuated with Damian Priest. But it'd be interesting to see who else people like out of this group. And let me know in the comment section below. And this has been the Judgment Day is Now video. We will be doing a video on Rhea Ripley tomorrow, and who potentially the 5 opponents could be to take her world championship away from her. But yeah, that is tomorrow's video at 5 o'clock. So if you're loving these videos at 5 o'clock, please slap a like on this one, put a comment in the comment section below, and subscribe if you're new. Very important that you do that, because we will be making daily content on this channel. So yeah, make sure that you're around for that, and we will be going live as well most weekdays and weekends, so make sure you're involved in that. I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome, and I will see you at 5 o'clock tomorrow UK time. Until then, bye for now.